Let's watch AsumSaus. This video he made was actually trending on YouTube for a hot minute when it came out. Invisibility, Invincibility, in competitive melee. Go.
Invincibility, huh? A surprisingly complex topic, especially competitively. And I'll tell you all about it. Of course you can roll, of course you can spot dodge, but those are boring. Of course you can pick up a Starman or a cloaking device, if you even count that as invincibility.
When I was little, those items were the bane of my existence. I was so salty when those items came out. What was your least favorite item, chat? And spot dodging is my favorite, yes.
But those are items. What we really care about are the advanced invincibility techniques. Or do we? When I say invincibility, you might think of all states in which a player is unable to be damaged as just that, invincibility. But in Melee, there are two different kinds of invincibility: true invincibility and intangibility. Invincibility occurs when you get a Starman or come down from the Angel platform. Attacks can collide with you and subject opponents to hit lag, but they don't do any damage.
It's getting unable to get damage versus unable to even get touched. That's the big difference here.
Think of it like Raiden punching Armstrong. Invincibility is important for Yoshi specifically, whose parry mechanic works due to the 6 frames of invincibility it has before it fully enters its shield. If a Yoshi player times it such that an opponent hits them during one of the first 5 of these invincibility frames, they take no damage or hit stun, and their opponent, still affected by hit lag, can sometimes be put into a significant amount of frame disadvantage, leaving
You have to imagine, that's a 6-frame window. Every time you see Amsa do it, he's that accurate on every single hit.
Yoshi with ample time to safely counterattack. Intangibility occurs when you do things like spot dodge, roll, air dodge, and grab ledge. And this is the state that players mostly concern themselves with, and the state I'll mostly be talking about. In this state, attacks toward you don't even collide, nor do they subject your opponent to any hit lag. Think of this as trying to hit a ghost.
What if Puff could do that with up
B? Mostly up smashes,
for like 5 seconds.
Give body parts like heads and arms intangibility, though some were forgotten to be given nose intangibility. This was probably done to make them.
Does DK's tie have a hitbox? I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't know what it was.
Intangibility, though some were forgotten to be given nose intangibility.
Yeah, look at that. Hitbox, intangible, hurtbox.
This was probably done to make them better anti-air moves and more effective at catching opponents descending upon you without trading. Other moves like Peach's down smash have intangible legs, and other moves still are given full body intangibility. Fox and Falco Shines are famously fully intangible for 1 frame, and Puff's Rest is intangible for 26 frames, for example. Intangible for 1 frame, and Puff's Rest is intangible for
completely untouchable. Not that it really matters.
26 frames, for example. A number of up Bs are also given full
That's why she can't clank Rest.
Donkey Kong's up B is intangible for 3 frames.
You ever seen Rest clank?
Bowser's for 4. Samus's for 5. And most impressively, Sheik's up B is fully intangible for a whopping 38 frames.
You can't touch her at all.
Besides spot dodging, rolling, and the occasional attack, one of the most common tactics to attain intangibility in Melee is grabbing the ledge, which gives you a flat 37 frames where nothing can hit you, regardless of character.
Time for
From here, you can roll up, normal get up, or attack from ledge, each of which give you their own bit of intangibility depending on character. But you can also let go of the ledge starting on frame 9, which opens the door to a whole world of intangible options. If you're quick enough with these 37 frames, you can do an intangible aerial from ledge, an intangible special move, or an intangible refresh of the ledge intangibility, which we'll talk about later. From ledge, you can also do the notorious advanced technique known as the ledge dash.
The ledge dash is such a killer. It's like the most important part of Melee in or important part of recovery in a lot of ways, because the ledge is safe but only for a little bit, and then you need a way to get off the ledge without making yourself look like an idiot. What are you gonna do, edge guard me? and just staying there and not having any idea how to get off it. And if you melee's so cool because if you do it perfectly, it rewards you a bunch. But if you do it shitty, you literally SD.
The fabled ledge dash takes only a few steps. Grab ledge, let go of ledge and jump, then air dodge back onto the stage. Simple in concept, but to get any grounded actionable ledge intangibility, or glint, or intangibility you can act with while on stage, you have to be precise in a number of ways.
Invisible.
Hang out on the ledge too long, and the intangibility you first scored from grabbing the ledge runs out.
You gotta do it immediately.
Hurriedly attempt to air dodge onto the stage too early, and you plummet to your death with no hope of recovery. Air dodge on stage too late, and get stuck in a rather clumsy...
Honestly, yeah, if you're a madman, you can do that, but at the same time, when I see a top player on the ledge with Fox refreshing the recovery, I'm staying a full half stage away. There's no point in challenging it because they're so fast and so precise with it. You can't challenge it. Just stay away.
Punishable state.
If they got to the ledge, you already lost.
Let go of ledge as soon as the game allows you. Double jump on the very next frame, then air dodge as soon as you can without killing yourself to perform the perfect ledge dash, leaving you with the most intangibility possible to do completely safe actions on stage for a short time. But these multiple frame perfect inputs are a monumental task for a human to perform, and a dangerous one too,
you know how
especially in a game with no buffer. This is why 99.9% of the time, perfect ledge dashes aren't even attempted. You can think of the speed of a ledge dash as a trade-off between how much you want a lot of intangibility and how much you want to risk killing.
Wait, what's that?
Perfect
Falco's ledge dashes
aren't even attempted. You can think.
Oh my, look like Luigi.
99.
No wonder no one goes for that.
Of the time, perfect ledge dashes aren't even attempted. You can think of the speed of a ledge dash as a trade-off between how much you want a lot of intangibility and how much you want to risk killing yourself. A lot of intangibility, though, does mean safer recovery from ledge, and more time to do intangible attacks.
No grab because of Cody's glint.
Semi-offensive chump check on opponents being a bit too careless.
Situations
which can sometimes even lead to entire too careless attacks as a sort of semi-offensive chump check on opponents being a bit too careless near the ledge. Situations which can sometimes even lead to entire stocks being taken.
It's almost never worth sometimes.
Every character in the game can ledge dash, but the timing of the technique and the amount of intangibility they can get on stage varies. Characters have different jump heights, different horizontal drift, and different collision boxes, all of which affect ledge dashing in their own little ways.
Right.
When it comes to the amount of glint possible, Fox, as expected, is the best because...
Wow. Guys, Fox has the best in the game. Crazy. I never... What? Whoa. Hold on.
Because that's just how it is. Meaning even a subpar ledge dash is likely to give you at least some grounded actionable ledge
Even a bad ledge dash gives you...
Peach's is the worst.
Look at Peach.
She's the only character unable to gain even a single frame of glint from a ledge dash, leaving her completely vulnerable after doing this technique. This is largely due to her odd double jump causing her to dip vertically before rising, a trait she shares with Ness, Yoshi, and Mewtwo, who also have really bad ledge dashes. Her terrible ledge dash contributes to one of Peach's most glaring weaknesses, her difficulty safely getting off ledge.
If Peach could ledge dash, guys, if Peach had Fox's ledge dash, top 4 character, I'll say it. Let's go.
But this does illustrate a good point about how, while being able to get a lot of intangibility off of a ledge dash is powerful, it's not the be-all end-all someone lacking the full context of competitive Melee might think it is.
Ledge dash down smash?
It's just a tiny part of a huge game.
Whoa.
It didn't stop arguably the greatest Melee player of all time from decimating with Peach, after all.
Armada winning
Ooh, call him the GOAT? Did I hear that right?
There are other arguably the greatest Melee player of all time from decimating with Peach, after all.
There you go.
Armada winning EVO 2017 from winners.
There are other ways to gain a lot of grounded, actionable ledge intangibility, though. In fact, Peach has a cool one. It's harder and more precise than your typical ledge dash, requiring a custom notch to hit the angle consistently, but it exists.
Dude, it's so
Simply grab
far.
ledge with parasol before the umbrella opens, which freezes your collision box such that it's flattened at the bottom.
Before open?
Let go of ledge, jump on the next frame, then input a precise air dodge diagonally toward the stage. If you did it right, your collision box will unfreeze from its flattened shape as you come over the ledge, immediately grounding you and leaving you actionable. Done extremely quickly, you'll even get up to 9 frames of actionable intangibility.
Oh,
enough for many completely safe attacks.
The top pieces no doubt have done that. Yeah, that's dirty. That's literally, we were talking about that. Ledge dash down smash. Not only is that move gonna hit you a bunch of times, you're invisible at the start of it. No brainer. Absolutely no brainer.
Timing at a frame off also grants 8 frames though, making this
Oh,
a 2-frame
so
technique.
dirty.
And one that's not also grants 8 frames though, making this a 2-frame technique.
God, if I saw Peach do that,
And
I just
one
I would
that's
applaud
not
them.
even that bad for Peach if you miss the timing completely. More
Okay, so
common than
it's
weird
safe
things
too.
like Peaches are
NIL.
no impact lands, often shortened to nils. No impact lands are done by landing on a surface near the peak of a jump, which prevents the usual 2 to 6 frames of normal landing lag.
Oof. NILs are so 2022.
Doing this from ledge can grant Falcon and Ganon more glint on stage than even their perfect ledge dashes.
Fun fact, if you're struggling to do an NIL, don't worry. Pick Bowser, go to Yoshi's. Watch this. We'll go easy. Ready? NIL in 3, 2, 1. Isn't that funny? Bowser has the easy one in the game. You just jump. Immediately actionable.
As it can be used to skip the usual 10 frames of waveland lag. Ganon's is relatively easy.
Ganon's got a good
Just
one.
a frame perfect ledge release into a frame perfect jump
Ganon's is
while
easy too.
drifting in gets you a cool 9 frames. But even done a few frames late can get you a decent amount. He also has a more difficult one that gives him 18 frames of intangibility.
18.
This one, like the aforementioned Peach Tech, involves freezing his collision box with a ledge grab near the peak of his up B. From here, just do the ledge release and jump on stage. Falcon can get 17 frames, but his is a tad more tricky.
That's
than
some wizzy
Ganon's.
shit.
It's the same idea, but Falcon has to drop from ledge and fast.
I've never seen that shit. 17
More
glint
tricky
with
than
Falcon.
Ganon's. It's the same idea, but Falcon has to drop from ledge and fast fall for 1 frame before jumping on stage. Aerial interrupts are another method of achieving glint, and
By the way, this game was programmed in 2001. By the way.
sometimes offer a huge boost to characters with otherwise
Why you gotta show me
subpar
that?
options of getting on stage with a lot of intangibility.
Did you see the glint?
Similar to
Fucking Blur. Did you see that glint? Our favorite nerd.
a lot of intangibility.
Did you see the glint?
Similar to
Well,
previous
that's so
quirks that
funny.
involve intentionally changing the shape of your collision
Did you
box,
see the glint?
aerial interrupts work by changing its shape while you're jumping back on. Certain aerials cause characters' collision boxes to stretch or be displaced vertically
This game, dude.
by a lot.
What is going on?
And
What
if
is
they
going
stretch
on with
into
the
a
up air?
solid surface can ground you earlier than usual. This is especially useful if you can stretch your collision box into a solid surface during an aerial's auto-cancel frames.
Huh?
Frames typically before any hitboxes are active that you don't have to L-cancel and have innately low landing lag. Samus, for instance, who can get at best 4 frames of glint from a ledge dash, has a very useful and humanly possible up aerial interrupt, one that Samus players have been doing in tournaments since
Oh.
at least 2014.
Yeah, that's
To
actually easy.
perform
The
it,
up air.
simply jump from ledge and up air 10 to 11 frames later.
Watch this.
Done as quickly as possible, Samus gets 11 frames of glint.
Watch
but
this. First try. Ready? First try. This is so easy. First try. Second try. Just don't worry about it. Alright, back to the video.
But even a less than perfect one gets you 8 frames, double her ledge dashes. Mewtwo's neutral aerial interrupt is an even bigger improvement over
Mewtwo
its
has
ledge
one?
dash, going from a measly 1 frame of glint to 6 with a perfect aerial interrupt.
Oh, with Nair. And that's,
Fucked up shit.
if this is the fucked up shit part of the video, what was the rest of it?
With a perfect aerial interrupt.
What is this?
Okay, let's talk fucked up shit. Because, theoretically, if you were a robot, you could become intangible in Melee, forever.
What?
This is a fully intangible ledge stall.
Yep.
A tactic done by continuously refreshing ledge intangibility over and over in such a way that you never have vulnerable frames.
The ledge, dude.
Every character can do a fully intangible ledge stall. If not on every stage, then at least on one stage
Oh,
that's turned
man.
illegal. These ledge
Wait,
stalling
what is
techniques
this?
vary wildly across the cast in
Ew.
interesting ways, though. Characters like Fox and Falco have pretty hard fully intangible ledge stalls, both involving releasing ledge and using
I
their
saw Pups, I
upbeat to
saw it.
hover near it until their ledge grab lockout. A 29-frame timer preventing quick ledge regrabs is over.
Look at
Note
how he
that the
does
amount of
editing.
intangibility you have left after a frame-perfect ledge release and the ledge grab lockout timer are the same number of frames.
Can I haxdash? Oh, of course.
Survival.
Easy as fuck.
Captain Falcon. Ready, go!
Hey.
Survival.
Yeah, at least I got one.
29. This means, for most characters, a fully intangible ledge stall requires a frame-perfect ledge release. Let go of ledge just one frame late, and your intangibility runs out before the 29-frame ledge grab lockout ends. It's
Oh,
pretty
so
simple if
satisfying.
you remember that the number of frames late you are from releasing ledge is the number of frames you're vulnerable while stalling.
Okay.
But a few characters don't care about this. Remember the large amount of intangible frames Sheik's up B had? Well, this gives her quite a bit of leniency on her fully intangible ledge stall. So
Sheik
much
has some
so
weird
that
stuff,
doing
man.
this fully intangibly for lengthy periods of time is not only possible,
Oh, the
but
Shino
actually
stall!
kind of easy in terms
Look!
of melee tech. Plus, it has a hitbox to keep players away. Though if a player catches on to the timing,
I agree,
they
I'm
can still
sorry.
snag the ledge and force you on stage.
And it poofs too. You have to literally get away from it.
Many characters can ledge stall with what's known as a haxdash. It's pretty much a reverse ledge
Oh,
dash,
shit.
where instead of air dodging toward the center of the stage, you air dodge backward, off the stage again. If
I can do it.
Ready, go!
Yeah, suck it! Okay, sorry. Back to it.
If you're tasked enough doing this with Luigi, DK, Samus, Puff, Mario, Game & Watch, Kirby, Falcon, or Ness, among others, when you waveland backward and slide off ledge,
I gotta learn
you'll
that with
grab
Ness.
ledge
What the
again
fuck is
without
that?
any vulnerability. Players like Wizrobe have made this technique a staple
Wizzy
of
is
their
like an
kit,
alien.
and even when they don't do it perfectly, trying to
Don't tell me
contest it
this
is
stuff.
just asking to be reverse kneed, nared, or grabbed to death.
Why do I approach it? Why do I approach it? Why? I lost a fucking stock. Why, Juan?
Though, like Peach's
sorry.
negative glint from the modest ledge dash doesn't keep her from being a good character, perhaps the most diabolical ledge stall in the game isn't one that's fully intangible. Not only because most of them are only in the realm of frame-by-frame inputs, many of which risk suicide done by a human, but
The
one
mixed
that's so
hash- missed
easily
hash dash.
performed that, by merit of it being attached to a character with 5 airborne jumps and pound,
Don't show me
it
this
ends
set.
up
No,
being
I won this set.
almost uncontestable for some characters. And I think there's a lot of beautiful irony there. Big
Why are we
thanks to
ending on
Corrit, Izzy, Droid, Dubs Rewatcher, Evan M, Garlic, GR
Look,
Smash,
I
Taco
regret
Dog,
nothing. I won
don't
this
even play
tournament. That got me
Melee,
the
John
rank
B,
1 for the
Justin
summer.
P,
Of course.
Cathrarg, Lenny M, Little, Lonely Rolling Egg, LRC Napkin, Matthew B,
Why are we
Noah,
ending on
MK
this?
Cyborg, Pierce H, P Jiggles, PM Casey, Sega Monkey,
You know, low key, there's a funny inside joke between me and AsumSaus because I react to all his videos and I put them on YouTube. Well, last time when I did his Kirby video, you might have seen that I uploaded it and then I didn't upload it. It's because I didn't do too much of a reaction to it. I just said small comments to it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not really a reaction." I'm like, "All right, that's fair." So this time when I watched it, I wanted to react to it a lot, give my inputs to it, and I guess this is his way of giving me a friendly fuck you. So.